Mr. Vapaavuori, how could Helsingi and Tallinn join forces in addition to building the tunnel to compete with Europe's big metropolises?
This is certainly the main topic for our discussions with Mayor Tavia this afternoon, and I think it's better to comment on that issue after our discussions than before. But still, I mean, any contacts, any cooperation, any ties which are closer than today help us to join forces.
What are the two cities doing already to work as a twin city? And what more could be done to guarantee citizens with equal opportunities?
I think the most important proof of a real twin city concept is that people are commuting between these cities. So there are a lot of people who actually see this as one city. A lot of people from Tallinn traveling over to Finland and Helsinki and work there, and the other way around. Then there are, of course, a lot of cultural ties and so on. So there is on a grassroots level, a everyday contact between people and cities. Then, of course, there are certainly several issues we could do together in order to make the life easier for those people who are traveling on daily or weekly basis. And there we are discussing, for example, joint ticketing systems for collective traffic and so on.
Do you think that the tunnel could make the economies of our two countries similar? Could it benefit Tallinn and Estonia and bring us closer to being a welfare state?
I'm sure that a tunnel, if built, would closer the ties between the cities much more than it's today, and that would benefit both of the cities largely. But then whether that leads to a city which is more similar than today is an issue certainly which remains to be seen. But on the other hand, you see that the Estonian economy is growing much more rapidly than the Finnish one and the European average. So, of course, the Estonian economy is getting closer to the Finnish one in any case.
But do you think, could it make our employers raise their wages to match those in Finland? When going to work to Finland would be even easier than it is today?
If the tunnel, and I think it would create some economic value added for both of the cities, it would of course also affect the wage level. That's for sure one of the results of that kind of development.
What do you think, what could Helsinki learn from Tallinn and vice versa? What could we learn from you guys?
I think we have a lot to learn from Estonia and Tallinn, especially all the improvements you have made within the field of e-government, for example. You are much ahead of us. And I also think that you are able to move quicker, more rapidly than we are. And there I think we have something to learn from your maybe more dynamic attitude in some issues.
But what do you think about our free public transport? How could it work? Could Helsinki maybe adopt the model in some way?
We have studied the model also in Finland, and so far our outcome has been that it would not function in Helsinki. But at the same time, I need to remind that we are subsidizing heavily our collective traffic, so we are actually the taxpayers are paying 50% of all traveling. So it's not free of charge as it is here, but it's heavily subsidized.